Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, it is KingNido here, and today we're coming to you from Pastoria City, where the water type Cascade are going head to head with the steel type Olivine Carbons, and both these sides know that they are guaranteed a spot in the Victory Road series, so this match will help position them for where they need to be. So let us know in the comments below who you think will win. Will it be the water types or will it be the steel types? Let's send it down. Now the Olivine Carbons, if they get the victory, they can position themselves in the Elite Four as they start out with Goodra and Chestnut. It will be Iron Bundle and Dondozo starting out in the Pastoria Cascade, as they know that they will be in the Leaders 8, and Chestnut is going to terrestrialize into the Steel type that it becomes, as it is a member of the Olivine Carbons, being the terrestrial Pokemon that was drafted onto them this season, shedding that fighting and grass typing. But Iron Bundle with the speed advantage, immediately going for the Eerie Impulse onto the terrestrial Pokemon. It is going to lower that special attack of Chestnut a great deal, as Chestnut does look to respond with the Night Slash, getting a good hit there, and it is much more of a physically offensive Pokemon. And Goodra looks to follow it up with the Rock Smash. They're super effective, capitalizing on that part Ice typing of Iron Bundle. Dondozo with the Retaliate here onto Chestnut, not very effective. Chestnut is able to tank that move, and Iron Bundle looks to follow it up with the Ceaseless Edge. It looks like they're concentrating on Chestnut here, as those spikes will be scattered all over the side of the Olivine Carbon, so anybody who comes out and lands in them will take damage. And the future sight is set up onto Dondozo by Chestnut, foreseeing that attack. Goodra, who is in its Hisuian form, goes for the Focus Blast, but Dondozo is able to avoid that attack, and it is going to look to respond with the Self-Destruct. This is terrible for the Pastoria Cascade, because that is not very effective on the Steel types, but it eliminates Dondozo and it eliminates Iron Bundle from this matchup, immediately giving the advantage to the Olivine Carbons, as out comes Samurott and Inteleon for the Pastoria Cascade, and Inteleon immediately with the Mega Kick onto Goodra. It is not very effective, and Samurott does look to follow it up with the Weather Ball here, going for Chestnut. And Chestnut is taking all these not very effective hits as it looks to respond with the extra sensory onto the Unovian Samurott here. And Goodra follows it up with what will be a super effective Seed Bomb onto Samurott. Inteleon looking to respond for its side with the Hydro Pump, taking aim at Chestnut, and Chestnut is eliminated from this matchup. That is what the Pastoria Cascade desperately needed, because they do not want to let the Olivine Carbons build the momentum here. Samurott is going to follow up with the Poison Powder, but the Steel types are immune to Poison type moves, so that will not affect Goodra. This allows Goodra to respond with the Fire Spin. This is not going to be very effective on Inteleon, but it is going to trap it in that Fiery Vortex, so it is going to take continuous damage. And there is the Future Sight landing on Inteleon as well, taking a lot of damage from that move. And there's the Fire Spin taking effect on Inteleon, as well as out comes Copperaja for the Olivine Carbons, immediately landing in those spikes, having damage already. Inteleon is going to go for the Fell Stinger as well onto Copperaja, which is not very effective, allowing it to tank that move. Samurott, though, following it up with the Wrap. So Copperaja, although that's not very effective, will be wrapped there by Samurott, and it is going to be taking continuous damage, as the Power Split here from Goodra onto Inteleon, sharing its power there between itself and the water type. And Copperaja is going to follow it up with the Flamethrower onto Inteleon, not very effective. Inteleon holds on, but the Fire Spin is going to finish the job. Inteleon is eliminated from this matchup after that very impressive Hydro Pump that we saw before. And there is Copperaja taking damage from that Wrap, and now out comes Greninja for the Pastoria Cascade, and immediately it is going to go with the Cross Chop, so it is going to become a fighting type with that Protein ability, and Copperaja is eliminated with that super effective move. A fantastic play by Greninja, switching its type to fighting, and now the strength onto Goodra from Samurott, not very effective. Goodra trying for the Magnetic Flux, but unfortunately that does fail, as it is now going to be joined by Forretress, who has had a great season so far. Immediately lands in those spikes, and Greninja is going to meet it with the Hydro Can, massive damage, but Forretress is able to hold on. But the Frenzy Plant follow-up from Samurott, and Forretress is eliminated with a not very effective move. The 1-2 connection takes Forretress immediately out of this matchup, leveling the playing field, but we get the Horn Leech onto Greninja from Goodra. Goodra is going to have a little bit of its health restored, but Greninja and Samurott doing really well to work together here, as out comes Corviknight for the Olivine Carbons, and with that Unnerve ability to make the Pastoria Cascade too nervous to eat their berries, Greninja has to recharge. Samurott's going to have to recharge. They did get Forretress out of the match to do so, but Corviknight is going to set up the Stealth Rocks now onto the side of the Pastoria Cascade, so those pointed stones will be floating in the air as an entry hazard for the last Cascade Pokemon. Now the Wild Charge onto Greninja from Goodra. Great hit there onto the Fighting type Greninja, who is going to respond with the Meteor Mash there onto Goodra, which is not very effective. Goodra tanks that move, and Samurott is going to follow it up with the Sludge Wave. This is going to hit not everybody on the field. It normally would, but it will not hit the Steel types. However, it's going to hit Greninja, and Greninja is eliminated. Samurott has just taken out its teammate in this matchup. This is terrible for the Cascade, giving back the lead to the Carbons, and Corviknight is going to begin to absorb Blight with that Solar Blade being set up on this turn. Goodra with the Milk Drink is going to have its health restored. It has been in this matchup the whole time. And now out comes Clawitzer as the last Pokemon for the Pastoria Cascade, having those pointed stones dig into it here. And Samurott is going to go for the Sing here, and goes for Corviknight, but Corviknight is able to avoid that attack, and this will allow it to finish off the Solar Blade. That was a crucial evasion as Samurott is eliminated with that super effective move. Clawitzer is all by itself. Goodra could capitalize. It is going to go with the Feather Dance here onto Clawitzer, so it is going to lower the attack stat of Clawitzer a great deal. It is much more of a special attacker as it goes with the Draining Kiss onto Corviknight. Not very effective there on the Steel Flying type, but Clawitzer does have a little bit of health, so almost getting itself back to full strength. Corviknight is going to go though for the Overheat. Now this won't be very effective on the Water type. Clawitzer is able to tank that move, and it is going to lower that special attack of Corviknight a great deal, as Clawitzer is going to go for the Attract, but it doesn't affect Corviknight, and Goodra can capitalize here, going with the Gunk Shot onto the Soul Water type remaining. Clawitzer taking massive damage, and Corviknight's going to follow it up with the Soak, but that will fail because Clawitzer is already a Water type Pokemon. Goodra, however, is going to go for the reversal, continuing on the offensive here, doing a tiny bit of damage to Clawitzer, who does look to respond with the Overheat. This is great, going Fire-type moves, goes for Goodra, gets a good hit there, but that Dragon typing prevents it from doing more damage as Clawitzer greatly lowers its special attack in the process, and Corviknight with the Tailwind is going to have that wind blow from behind the Olivine Carbons, and this will allow Goodra to follow up with the Cosmic Power, so it doesn't continue with its offenses, and instead it's going to boost that already impressive 100 base defense, and even much more impressive 150 base special defense. The Energy Ball from Clawitzer onto Corviknight. Corviknight's going to tank that not very effective move, and he even had the critical hit as well, as Corviknight is going to go with the Torch Song. And Clawitzer is able to tank that not very effective move, but Corviknight does get a special attack boost in the process, and now Goodra is going to go for the Flying Press and finish Clawitzer off, so the Pastoria Cascade will be going into the Victory Road Series coming off a loss. Whereas the Steel types have moved themselves up into second place and an Elite Four position, and if it continues this way, in week 1 of the Championship Series, they will be going up against the Fuchsia Royal Gators, whereas the Water types will be going up against the Holon Heroes in week 1 of the Leaders Trials. But until then, Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on build, and if you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe, but more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I'll see you when you see me.